Hi, everybody. I am so pumped to be at Drexler. And these circumstances are weird and crazy, but I am so excited nonetheless. Today, I'm just going to go into a little bit of a video with some basics of some of this It's Learning stuff. In the email that I sent, the other video is kind of one way to set up some pages and some content, and I'm going to kind of show you another way, a way that I kind of like and prefer. So you can kind of watch and check it out, and feel free to shoot me an email or call or whatever when you have questions. And if you want a partner to kind of create all of this with you, I am totally in, so you just let me know what you need. But we'll go ahead and get started. So the other email was kind of creating some content that was like kind of based on more of like a college course, and I think the high schools may be doing a little bit more of that, but I'm going to show you a different way. That's more about creating content on one page for the kids to be able to access everything for that week on one page, which I think is a better option, I think, for some of our middle school students. But obviously, whatever works for you, please do that. So I'm here at the home page. I'm going to go to my courses, and I created this Drexler Sandbox. Click on that and go into my class here. In here you kind of just see I have some announcements. I can make another announcement here. You can add resources and images. All of that is kind of some, fluff stuff, but this announcement here kind of tells you, the learner, please view the plans page. That's where all of our stuff's going to be for agendas, resources, and all of that. So I'm going to go over to plans, and as a teacher, I'm going to walk through, and I'm actually going to be using this for all of our professional development. So I'm going to kind of create that with you right now, so you can kind of see how to do that for your own class. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to add a topic. And my topic is just going to be professional development, because I'll continue to add to this as we go, because we'll use this for professional development. And once that's created, then I can add a specific plan for a specific week or day. I kind of have been suggesting planning this as a week, because we'll have time on Fridays to plan for the following week. So if you kind of plan it as a week, it might be a little bit more manageable for you. So I'm going to add a plan. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to add a title. I'm just going to say week 17th, week of August 17th through the 21st. And this is going to be our department check-in. So for you, this might be week whatever, unit 1, or maybe you're saying it's a topic. It's whatever it is that kind of topic for that week. I might add a date here, so I can go in and I can say, yep, well, I just said this is going to be from the 17th to the 21st. But okay, you could add a description. The description for me is kind of in this title here. I could also add some standards. I'm not going to go into that now. We can look at that later. But this is really where I'm going to focus today. I'm going to go into add, and right here I can add a task and I can add assignments all right here, and the students can access everything they need for that week right here, just through tasks and assignments. There's also this page. This page is where I can put all the content that they need on one page. So I'm going to kind of show you that first. So I'm going to click page. It's going to bring me to a new browser. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for us. I'm going to title this page Department Meeting. And then I'm going to add some content blocks. A block is, I'm going to add that, and then there's all sorts of things that you can add in. So a file would be anything that I have on my computer, I can create a link for. It doesn't show up as a picture, it shows up as a link. I can also add images if I want to get fancy and put together some images, or let's say I have a map that I want students to look at, or I have a cartoon that I want students to see. I can use that link too. The poll, haven't gotten to that yet, so that's okay. Maybe you have, that's great. Rich content is where I've been spending most of my time, so I'm going to click that. This is where I can copy and paste text, I can put links, I can put images and links in there, so I'm going to click this. And I'm going to call this department. Look, it already has it up there because I was working on this earlier. Okay, so department meeting agenda. And then I'm going to put in the direction, or I'm going to put the agenda in there. So I've actually created this in a Word document already. So I'm going to go over to that. I'm going to copy this agenda that I just had in Word, and I'm going to throw it into this content block, paste it. So it's right there, and then I'm going to hit OK. This is then going to show up in that content page. Right now I have the layout as one column. So basically, as a student would scroll down, or as you scroll down, there'd be one block, and then I don't have any more, but then there would be the second block, the third block if I created them. So that might be a good option if you want, this is what I want students to do first, then this, and you might even title this up here, task 1. Then they scroll down, there's another block, task 2. But for our purpose, I want to change the layout because I want more content at the top. So I'm going to do 2 columns, I'm going to save. So now it kind of splits it and I can put stuff over here. One thing I am going to put over here is I want to get feedback from all of you, but I don't necessarily want to, like, it's not going to be obviously like graded or whatever, but this is a great option for you with kids too, is like, I want you to do this survey. I want you to give me some feedback, and maybe that first week it's like, you know, some of those get to know you things, and that can be put in a survey or something over here. So if I want to get that from over there, I'm just going to show you another way you can use a content block. I'm going to add one. I'm going to use that rich content again, and this time I'm going to call this like, what do you need next is my block title, and I'm going to give you directions and say, please click on the link below and complete the survey to give me some feedback. Okay, so now I cannot just copy and paste a link here. Tried that, that didn't work. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to create or click on this little link button. Okay, now this is where I can copy and paste a URL. So for you, this might be like you give directions on please watch the video below and think about A, B, and C. And then you would put the link here, and then the students could view that. For me, I'm going to actually use a form that I created. So I'm going to go into, and I'm actually going to, I'm going to go from the start here. We're going to go to Office 365 because I created a survey within our forms. So I go to the forms, and in here, the form is titled Department Check-in, so I'm going to click on that, and then I'm just going to share this link with you. So I'm going to copy the link, and if you want more information on how to create this form, I can definitely do another video on that another time, or you can email me and I can shoot you some more specifics on that. So I'm going to copy this link, I'm going to go back to my content page, and I'm gonna paste that link in, and then I say okay. Now you can see this link is blue and underlined, which means anybody can click on it, and I hit okay. So as you see, like if this was what I wanted you to do for the week, and maybe this was, you know, some different content as you were teaching, but then over here I have some feedback in a way that's a forms based. So that's one way to get feedback from kids as well. So on this page I could put videos, I can put pictures, I could put a PowerPoint that the kids can see, I could label this day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and it would all be on one page. That's what I love about this option, is everything for the kids is on one page. They don't have to keep clicking back and forth on the plans page. Okay? So I'm going to make this smaller. I created that. Okay. I come out of it. I'm going back into my It's Learning. Okay, so there right here is my page that I created. So then the kids would click on that. Let's go into that student view here so we can see what that looks like. I'm going to go over to plans as a student. I'm going to come down and I'm going to click on department meeting, and this is what the kids would see. or obviously you would see when we do professional development. Okay, so then I can click on this and it would take me to the forms, and then I can exit out and I'm back at the plans page. So that's one option for creating a plan, and you can have your whole week plan on that one little page right there. And then I could create another, I'm in student right now, but when I went back to teacher, I could create another plan for week 2 of school, create another page with all of my content for that whole week, and that's how I could operate in It's Learning for our virtual kiddos and kids going in and out. If you have questions on that, please let me know. I hope that was helpful for you, and we'll talk soon.